if we go down the authentic trajectory that the Spurs are going down, we're still fine. We don't have to go after any big names. You're still going to be a dynasty. We have enough talent here and enough pieces going forward, especially with getting the second overall pick, that you're going to be good for many years to come. There's going to always be superstar players or later in their careers that just want to go to a team and win now, that's willing to take some pay cuts. It's going to be a lot of that, right? You're going to be completely fine. It's not a coincidence that, I mean, I know that we're not in a championship position, but it's not a coincidence that after all these years of Chris Paul, like thinking about should I go to the San Antonio Spurs or not, that he goes now that we have Wemby, right? Like it's not a coincidence of this. It's going to happen. Fox wanted to come to San Antonio. It's going to keep happening. So if you want to just stay down the trajectory of building the team authentically, you can still make things happen. The reason why we were able to get Fox is low key, he just landed right in our laps. We made a great deal, but he wanted to come to San Antonio. He just kind of landed. So we don't have to go out of our way to trade away everything right now. You don't have to do it. So that's my initial reaction, is that you don't have to overextend yourself. You get what I'm saying? You can keep your picks, you get some phenomenal talent, and you keep moving on. And I said this before, but the only way, there's two conditions in which I want Giannis, right? Because right now he's kind of on the, I don't want to say he's on the fence, but he's definitely trying to make sure he's not seen as the bad guy here, right? There's a lot of stuff coming out of his camp like, I'm thinking about it, possibly where I could go. And, I do like the loyalty that he's had to the Bucks, right? So that's going to pay dividends. You go to San Antonio. But it's a lot of that right now. Like, I would like to go to a star. He has not once said out his mouth, San Antonio is where I want to go. So I need that to happen. I need him to say San Antonio is where I want to go. And then I need the Spurs to be able to use that leverage to do maybe a 3-team trade, or, you be able to finesse just a little bit. That's how I feel. Until that happens, the Spurs don't have to overreact to anything. You have a second overall pick in a fairly, actually I would say very good draft. What else can you ask for? You might mess around and get 3 Rookie of the Years in a row. I pray Flagg rescinds his eligibility. If I'm Flagg, I wouldn't do it. I mean, you're about to go first overall. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks isn't the worst gig in the world, How far is Dallas from San Antonio? It's not that far. He can drive. He can drive. How long is it? People in San Antonio? Like a couple hours? How long is Dallas from San Antonio? Make a little trip. 4 hours. 4 hours ain't bad. He can drive to San Antonio and visit every now and then. That's not that bad. 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Okay, yeah, with traffic, almost 3 to 4, almost 3 hours, bro. How fast are you driving? But yeah. But no, Flagg is totally fine. Yeah, he is going into a decent situation. Dallas Mavericks fans are gonna love him, right? Dallas, even though their GM's an idiot, they're not the worst team you can be traded to. He actually would be going to an okay situation. It'll be it'll be really fun. Dallas and San Antonio battle is gonna be really fun. But yeah, it could be way worse for him. So I don't think that he'll rescind and come out. But I do think that he's going to be asking, because I heard from the grapevine that everybody does, but he wants to go to San Antonio. So I'm sure he'll try to see what is it that I can do, or his agents will try to see what he can do. But it's very hard, especially with someone as talented as Cooper. It's very hard to move up to get him. Whoever hits first was going to pick Cooper Flagg. It's not like last year where you it was a lot of players that you can just kind of like, will I get them? Will I not? It wasn't like that last year. Or it was like that last year. It's not like that this year. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is we can lean back. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Regardless, we're in a good position. And I personally don't think anyone is worse than the other. If the Spurs can manage to have Giannis just say San Antonio's where I want to go, you're going to be able to finesse. You're going to get something out of it. Right? Or if you decide, nah, I'm just going to keep our team, that's cool too. And I don't want to say he has final say, but they're going to check in with Wemby, right? They're going to make sure how Wemby feels about it. And Wemby has been very vocal on guys that he wants to continue his career with. That has been Castle. I guess just because he feels like he plays with winners, right? It's been Castle. It's been Sohan. Not trying to feed too much into this, but I haven't really heard him say much about Vassell when it pertains to future. But I don't think there's anything to it. It's just what I've heard from Wemby. It has been those two guys mainly. But yeah, those two guys he loved. Anyways, let's see if I missed anything. Get Giannis, go win the chip next year. Would you guys be willing? I'm not saying that it doesn't have to be a perfect trade-off, okay? We could probably have our cake and eat it too. That's just how good our front office is. But my question is, would you be willing to trade off having a dynasty for a couple championships in the next 5 years? Would you be content with that? Or the other option would be wait and get a championship in 4 years. Spread out a little bit, but it's constant winning for several years. No? Yes? No? Yes? The dichotomy of man, I swear to God. No, I want a dynasty. No. Championships equal dynasty. I've always seen dynasty as a certain level of dominance over the course of 10 years. And championships. A couple championships in a few years, I don't know. I guess people would consider the early 2000s Lakers a dynasty. I don't know if I consider them a dynasty. The Bulls 90s were a dynasty. The Warriors have been pretty great for a while now. And obviously our dynasty was incredible. I don't know. Let's see what people usually call a dynasty. That'll be the last thing we talk about in this segment. Let's see. NBA dynasty definition. How do we typically use it? Okay, maybe I just use it. I use it differently. Well, they said no. Well, that's weird. Okay, so it says in the NBA, a dynasty refers to a team that has achieved sustained and dominant success, usually defined by winning multiple championships in a relatively short time. So, like, for me, a short time would be 5 years, but then they give some examples, and yeah, 10-year span. Boston Celtics, 10 championships in 11 years. That's ridiculous. Lakers, 5 championships in 10 years. That's the 80s. Bulls, 6 championships in 8 years. So, yeah, I say 10 plus years for me, but okay. Yeah, none of the, well, the Warriors 6 years? I thought the Warriors have been pretty successful longer than just 6 years. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. They 20 when they win their first championship? 2015? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Betting everything on a 4-year window is a bad idea. Make every year of Wemby's career count starting now. That's kind of how I feel, Kevin. 4 years. I think that you will be dominant for the next, I won't just say 4, 5, maybe 6 years. You will be pretty doggone dominant. he's in his prime. Like he hasn't gotten worse. He's literally in his prime right now, and he's going to be pretty dominant. The way that he take care of his body, the way that he plays, I'm not that worried as far as how good Giannis will be in the next 3-4 years. Like, I think he'd be fine. He's 30 years old. Yeah, and he's like in his prime. You don't have to do anything. That's all I'm saying. Spurs aren't dumb. That's all I'm saying. They've said that they want a superpower, not necessarily a super team. And I feel like your best bet of having both of those, a superpower and super team, could be just doing it authentically. Because you're going to have stars wanting to come to San Antonio. That's inevitable. It's going to happen. Or these guys that's coming up, we really do believe in Castle. You get the second overall pick in this upcoming draft. That you add that guy, he could end up being a star. You know, you can build on it. So you could have both. And I think depth matters more than anything. So I'm a little hesitant if you have to give up too much. ESPN just interviewed Flagg. Dude was beyond disappointed. He did look pretty sad. I think you get Bailey at 2 and keep building. Yeah, I really do like Ace Bailey. I'm going to think about it, though.